Ministry of Communications, Digital Technology and Innovations, where the Sector Minister, Sam George, is addressing the media on the Airtel-Tigo-Telecel merger and issues regarding multi-choice based on their DSTV subscription. And if you recall, the minister has actually given the multi-choice 6th September. If they don't reduce their prices, it will revoke their licenses. So let's go to the ministries and listen to the minister and the media.
Acquisition are technical terms that have meanings when it comes to businesses. Take, for example, I just spoke about the fact that Canal Plus is acquiring MultiChoice. It's a $300 million acquisition. So Canal Plus is putting down that money and paying off all the shareholders, like pension funds, that are the current owners of MultiChoice. That's not what's happening here. What you have here is a force majeure situation, and in every contract there are force majeure clauses, where an act of God or circumstances beyond human control. I've stated what the liabilities of the company are and the fact that it is unsustainable. So that's the force majeure situation. And so, yes, it is a force majeure situation we're dealing with. And in business, or when you're dealing with companies or corporate entities, where there's a force majeure, there are legal procedures. And that's why we've appointed a transaction advisor. The transaction advisor will take us through the processes to a conclusion of the matter. Is there any cost for Telecel carrying this out? AT already has a roaming agreement with Telecel and MTN. And so there is no new cost to this. There's already a technical arrangement that has been approved by the NCA for a national roaming agreement between the two companies. So there's no additional cost to the taxpayer or to AT for this. Graphic, timing of consultation by MultiChoice. Well, I would not want to impugn any motive to MultiChoice decision to wait till barely 48 hours to the conclusion. Let's just say they saw light at the end of the tunnel very late and realized that the ministry was not going to back down. They realized that Ghanaians fully back the ministry and that the ministry has the support. In fact, this is one action the ministry has taken that has bipartisan support. The MPP has endorsed this, the NDC has endorsed this, CPP, everybody in this country has endorsed this action because Ghanaians simply say we won't pay the exorbitant fees again. The law is also clear. The law says that when you're going to suspend, issue a 30-day notice. In that 30-day window, they have the opportunity to engage to remedy the problem. That's the position of the law. And so MultiChoice acting yesterday, 48 hours to the expiration, is fully legal and fully within the law. The law does not say that they must apply and conclude the matter within the 30 days. It says within the 30 days, they must make a move, and they've made that move. Now, they've asked for 30 days. We say we will do 14 days because, again, and that's why I'm chairing the committee myself. As chairman, if it means us meeting on Saturday and Sunday, we will do so. In this ministry, we're a digital ministry. We do 24-hour. We run a 24-hour ministry. My chief director and directors are here. They will tell you, my deputy minister, on Sunday at 4 p.m. or at 7 p.m., I will send you a message or call you and we work. So this committee will work within 14 days. I'm confident that we will reach finality on what percentage of reduction, because now we've gotten the data we wanted. We'll analyze the data, and on the basis of that, we would come to what is an appreciable reduction for Ghanaians. But like I've indicated, that will not be the end of it. When Canal Plus takes over, we will engage them again for further reductions. And again, I'm minded that I don't want this committee's work to span longer than the takeover. The takeover is supposed to be end of September. I'll finish whatever negotiations before that takeover happens, so that I have that as my first bite, and then as Oliver Twist, when Canal Plus comes, we'll look for a second one. Yes? You are coming for a second one, round two.
I did like so. Okay, you got it. Okay, you said it's a force majeure. So I want to understand the status of 80 now. Has Telecel taken over? What is it?
There is no clarity here, and I think everybody is clear in their mind. There's no confusion here. I have been very clear that there's a transaction advisor who is coming to take stock of where the two companies are. And I'll why do you want to drink the soup ahead of the headline you want, you won't get. The headline from today's meeting: government has appointed a KPMG as transaction advisor. Magana Yakare. There's nothing else to add. Yes, sir.
Minister, you know, at the time you made the announcement for a 30% reduction, MultiChoice Ghana made the argument solely on the currency exchange or foreign exchange. At the time, it was around $10 to but now it's hovering between 11 and 12, which they said at the time that was not sustainable. Now, you are still maintaining that it will be 30%. Given the natural fluctuation in the exchange, it would be fair, I mean, to consider if they are not able to meet the 30%.
In April this year, what was the exchange? In April this year, the exchange rate was 10. MultiChoice increased by 15%. So if they claim that a depreciation of the cedi is the basis for the increases that they were doing, in April this year, when the cedi was trading at 10, they increased by 15%. If the cedi is trading at 12, they will reduce by 30%. I'm working my own mathematics. So we'll take our mathematics to the meeting and we'll see whose math is stronger. But bottom line, there will be a reduction. I didn't know you better so. Any other question? Yes, sir.
So what do you have to say to people who feel what you are doing is, quote unquote, a bit much? Because for two reasons actually. One, DSTV is a private enterprise. And then two, they also argue that it's not a necessity but a luxury. So if you feel it's too expensive, just don't pay. Nobody's forcing you. I know there is something about Section 25 and the NCA that takes about tariffs and government stepping in. So if you like to.
I don't know the people you talk to. Maybe you should check your circle of friends well. They're not patriots. They don't love this country. But my circle of friends, they love this country. And everyone who loves this country thinks that some judge is doing something right relative to DSTV. And so I'm not doing too much. I'm doing the least that I can do as minister. My fidelity as minister is to the Ghanaian people. Service to them at the pleasure of the president who cares deeply about the Ghanaian people. And so in this ministry, we will serve the best interest of the Ghanaian people. They did not say I was doing too much. When we made MTN offer 214 gig instead of 92 gig. They did not say we're doing too much when both Telecel and AT offered 250 gig instead of 190 gig. It's benefits to the Ghanaian people. So any Ghanaian who says that making us pay what our friends across Africa are also paying, because we are being fleeced and being made to pay more, and they say I'm doing too much, I want to see their passport again and see if they are truly Ghanaians. But any true Ghanaian supports the action that we are taking. And I can tell you, I've spoken to Ghanaians from all walks of life, from all strata of society. Many of them in the last 30 days have not renewed their DSTV after it expired, because they are all waiting to see the completion of this process. And I can assure them that by 21st of September, they will get a cheaper bouquet price. If they don't get a cheaper bouquet price because the DSTV after the 14 days refuses to do a reduction, the 30 days would have been up. On the 22nd, we'll enforce the shutdown. Thank you. Have a good day. Enjoy your weekend. Bye-bye. Thank you. Congratulations. Bye-bye.
Yeah, no.
Almost subscription the void.
Back, and that was the sector minister, Minister for Communications, Digital Technology and Innovation, Sam George, addressing the media on the Airtel-Tigo Telecel merger and issues regarding multi-choice, regarding the DSTV subscription. And so they've actually come to an agreement. DSTV has agreed, multi-choice has agreed to have a discussion with the ministry, and they're actually demanding 30 days for that. But the minister says they are going to ensure that they use 14 days and come up with a finality on this very matter, and then decide on what level of reduction they will come at. And 22nd September is the day, if they are not able to do that, their license will be revoked. You also talked about the issues regarding AT and Telecel, of course. And let's know if you also follow this very discussion. We are active on Facebook as TV3 Ghana. And just let us know what you think on this. Hopefully read them and share them to the rest of the world. But let me give you some of the topics that came up. And so all AT services, that's Airtel-Tigo services, voice, data, and cash services remain intact. And also some customers may experience limited challenges during traffic migration. And some 300 permanent staff of Airtel-Tigo will retain their employment. And also there's neither a merger nor an acquisition. We are only dealing with the forced merger situation, according to the sector minister. And also there was this question that was posed to him that whether he's doing too much. But he says he's just doing little as he can as a minister, and he's doing this in the interest of the nation as well. And also things that also came out of the what's the name, the multi-choice issue. NCA is also acting as a regulator and will still collect fines imposed on multi-choice for the 24-day period. Like I mentioned, we are active on Facebook as TV3 Ghana. Engage us on your thought on this very outcome of this meeting by the sector minister, and hopefully read them and share them to the rest of the world. So this is the very latest update regarding Airtel-Tigo Telecel merger and issues relating to multi-choice based on their DSTV subscription. Thanks for watching. It's always a pleasure coming your way. Good afternoon.